They like to blitz a lot. Offensively, we scrimmaged them last year. It's very similar to that. They run a spread. Their quarterback's a big physical kid. They have a really big tight end. They got some good fast guys out at receiver. So they can do a little bit of everything.
Rich, we appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against Southmoreland, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks, Brian.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar, and the Mustangs are at Southmoreland tomorrow night taking on the Scotties around the Earth. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6, opening kickoff set for 7 o'clock. We'll bring in Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. We'll talk to Ian both today and tomorrow, and Ian will preview tonight's Uniontown Perry game and take a look at some other action going on around the WPIL when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
It's football season. Time to think about fall cleaning and redecorating. Looking for a professional painter or contracting service? Look no further than Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio, Perkins Painting and Contracting, your solution for all your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. 724-322-1285. Perkins Painting and Contracting, proud to sponsor this broadcast of Red Raider football.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. For Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes for our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulesinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Morozak back on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. High school football on WMBS tonight. Uniontown on Pittsburgh South Side taking on the Perry Commodores, being joined by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Ian will join us both tonight and tomorrow night before the Laurel Highlands Southmoreland game. And Ian, first off, your thoughts on our matchup tonight. Uniontown with the current longest losing streak in the state of Pennsylvania, 34 games, taking on the Perry Commodores out of Pittsburgh City League.
Yeah, so Uniontown has a new head coach for the season. As you mentioned, they have the longest losing streak, but they have a lot of players coming back. I think I read they have 10 lettermen returning from last year. They've got a handful of juniors and seniors that have been around the program for a little while. And, you know, one of the issues that Uniontown had over the last couple of years was just low turnout numbers, but it seems like they're starting to turn that around. They're starting to get more players out for the team now. And, you know, they can build on those past experiences and, you know, continue to build the program over time. One of the best stories of this past week was Northgate, who had a 32-game losing streak, second only to Uniontown in the state, actually won their season opener against Carlinton 22-6. And I got to interview their head coach on our Whippeal Blitz show that's on YouTube. And, you know, he talked about some of the kids that came in as freshmen and how they, you know, dedicated themselves to the program and just stuck with it, even though they kept losing. They didn't leave. They stayed there, and now, you know, as seniors, they won their first game, and all that work that they put in over time, even though, you know, they may not have seen the immediate results of it, that kind of stick-to-itiveness of the kids in the program really paid off and was a great benefit for them. So, you know, I think we may start to see that with Uniontown, too, some of these kids that have stuck with it, which is, you know, kind of the opposite of what we saw with a school like Monessen last year, where Monessen started the season with a small roster and had some issues, and a bunch of kids left the team, and then they had to forfeit their last couple of games because they just didn't have enough players for a roster. So even if, you know, the team falls on some tough times, if the younger kids especially stick with it, those lessons will pay off, you know, when they get to be juniors and seniors. On the other side, Perry was just 1-4 last year, but they have Tyrese Fearby, who's one of the top defensive end prospects, arguably in the state, definitely the top one in Western Pennsylvania. So he's got a number of offers from a bunch of D1 schools, including Pitt. So we'll see, you know, if Uniontown's able to lock down that side of the line on offense, because he's the kind of kid that's just explosive off the ball and can be a real disruptor in both the run game and the pass game.
And Fearby actually originally committed to Penn State and then decommitted about a month ago.
Yep. And Perry traditionally has been a pretty good producer of talent. I mean, they've had some kids go on to be successful at the college level. I mean, even going back to their teams in the early 2000s, that I think it was Perry's 2003 team that didn't give up a point through the whole season until like the quarterfinals or semifinals of the state playoffs. So they've had a good program over time. Obviously, the City League has lost a couple teams, you know, through attrition over the years, but Perry's stuck with it, and it's going to be interesting for Uniontown too, because they're pretty much playing a Pittsburgh City League schedule this year. I think they have almost all the City League teams on their slate. I know they play Carrick twice, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of how they stack up against not necessarily Whippeal opponents, but Pittsburgh City League opponents.
And for Uniontown, this will be the first of 3 games they'll play at Couple Stadium, which will kind of be like their second home this year.
Yeah, and it's a great little stadium down there, you know, on the south side with train tracks running next to it. So, you know, it's a great atmosphere down there. So for the people in Uniontown thinking about it, I highly recommend making the trip up to watch the game. It's a great atmosphere for high school football.
We'll have more with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz right after this on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, getting you ready for Uniontown at Perry.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club savings account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up, plus you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit firstfederalofgreene.com. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Marietta, the Hillbilly. I'm running for Recorder of Deeds in Fayette County to restore honor and integrity to our government. I want to make our government accountable to the people who matter the most. the voters. It's time for government to start looking out for the interest of the people, not the interest of bureaucrats. I would appreciate your vote on November 2nd. Thank you, and God bless.
Paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
The high school football season is here. Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market, Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to cheer on our local high school football team. Bill and Donnie are proud to support our local districts and wish all the players, cheerleaders, band members, students, parents, and teachers a successful school year and football season. Don't forget to stop by Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market on Connellsville Street before the game to pick up your favorite snacks, drinks, or sandwiches.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Going on now at Seaharbor Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SeeHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Back with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz, Uniontown taking on Perry tonight. And Ian, since we have some folks from the City League tuning in for the game tonight, who are some of your favorites out of the Pittsburgh City League? I know a lot of folks think Westinghouse is the team to beat.
Yeah, Westinghouse is good. University Prep's always pretty good, too. So, and Taylor Alderdice has been kind of up and down over time. Westinghouse has really turned that program around, though. I mean, kudos to them because they were kind of the bottom tier of the City League for a number of years, and then, had a couple major D1 recruits come through the program and have really turned things around out there, which has been really good for that school. So I'd say probably either University Prep or Westinghouse are probably the favorites.
I think it's nice when some of these schools can schedule these games on Thursdays and Saturdays to kind of add themselves to the spotlight because, as we said, this is the only game on the docket tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. And for the City League schools, there's only a handful of them, but they only have one stadium that they all play in, so they do kind of have to rotate through and share it and sometimes play on multiple nights. But you're right, that definitely gives the opportunity for teams playing on a Thursday night or a Saturday night to get a little more exposure.
Let's go back and look at some of the action from last week. Any big surprises out there for you?
So Northgate obviously getting their big win was probably the biggest storyline of week 0. Other than that, I was really surprised by Southmoreland beating McGuffey. Obviously, Southmoreland moved up to 3A.
Fayette County needs a new recorder of deeds. I'm John Marietta, and I'm your man. It's time for you to step up and do your part and vote for me on November 2nd. Recorder of Deeds of Fayette County.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms thinking what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me.
Last year, but for a while, them and McGuffey had been in the same conference in 2A, and McGuffey had really handed it to them for a long time. So that was a big win for the Scotties who take on Laurel Highlands this week.
And we'll have that game for you here on WWS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network tomorrow night. And I actually saw that Rodney Gallagher was your Steel City Blitz Player of the Week last week.
He was, and I will fully admit that part of the factor was, there were a lot of great performances around, but that was Laurel Highlands' first victory over Connellsville ever. So, the weight of that victory did play a role in, let's pick the player of the game from, a team that accomplished something great. So that was a great performance by him, and really excited to see where he goes from here because that kid's just so much fun to watch. I mean, I was watching his huddle highlights, and I was just like, wow, he's worth the price of admission, whatever you have to pay to see him play.
Of course, we'll talk more about Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show tomorrow night. But you look at that McGuffey team, they were a top 5 team in 2A coming into last week.
They were, although personally I thought they may have been a tad overrated. I think part of those ratings is that they were the Century Conference champions last year, and everyone kind of thought like, they were the defending champions. And they did bring a couple kids back, but they also lost a couple kids. They like to run a kind of triple option offense, and I think they only had one out of their top 4 rushers return. So, they had some replacements to make on offense and on defense. And McGuffey is a team for a while that had dominated in the trenches, but Southmoreland was able to beat them up through the air and on the ground. So it'll be interesting to see. I think Southmoreland can be competitive in the middle of their 3A conference, and I think that McGuffey is still. I wouldn't read too much into it if I was a McGuffey fan. I'd be like, okay, we lost the game, let's move on from here. Kind of like with Beaver Falls lost to Blackhawk, and there was headlines out there that were like, defending Whitfield champion loses, and I'm like, well, yeah, but they were the defending 2A champions, and they lost to a 4A team that's pretty good. So, not ready to press the panic button yet if you lose a week 0 game that's a non-conference game. So just stay the course and see what happens the rest of the year.
I also want to get your take on the whole Bishop Sycamore situation. Of course, they came into the national spotlight playing IMG Academy in a national game on Sunday after they played Stowe Rocks on Friday, and a lot of fallout after that contest.
They did, yeah. I kind of thought something was a little bit weird that, I kind of tried to look up Bishop Sycamore when they were playing Stowe Rocks to see what I could find out about them, and there wasn't a whole lot of information online. I was like, this is weird, I was like, hey, they're kind of like a prep school, I guess, that's online only, and they don't have a roster or anything published, and then they played, 2 games in 3 days, and everyone else finds out, oh, man, this is basically a giant scam. I mean, it was a scam from top to bottom that they were, tried to book all these national opponents, basically, to get high-profile games when, there were clips out there of, players trading helmets on the sideline because, they didn't even have enough helmets for their whole team. And, I thought it was weird, too, when I saw, some pictures and clips from their game on Friday night with Stowe Rocks that both teams were wearing black jerseys. And I was like, well, that's weird. Why wasn't one of them wearing white jerseys? And I was like, well, Stowe Rocks is kind of the home team because they're from Western Pennsylvania, so why isn't this other... Apparently they only have black jerseys for Bishop Sycamore. They don't even have white jerseys. So, and all the stuff that just came out makes it sound like a giant scam. And I really feel bad for the kids that kind of got looped into it. That they were. It's not the kids' fault that there were adults out there who were basically trying to exploit their football talents or football hopes and dreams to try and either make some money or get more exposure or something like that. But yeah, it was basically just a giant scam.
Ian, appreciate your time as always. Of course, we'll talk with you tomorrow night before the Laurel Highlands Southmoreland game. I'm sure you have plenty going on at Steel City Blitz.
Yep, yeah, we had the final roster cuts happen on Tuesday. They were able to start signing guys to the practice squad on Wednesday, made a couple additional roster moves. So it's going to be exciting to kind of see what happens. Looking forward to a good season, but Buffalo's a tough opponent in week 1. Obviously, they were, made the AFC Championship game last year. This is no rollover team. So it's going to be a good year. Check out SteelCityBlitz.com. We've got Steelers coverage. We've got a podcast there. You can check out my Whitfield Blitz show on YouTube. Just search for Whitfield Blitz show that I do with Bruce Badgley, who's out of District 3. We talk about Whitfield stuff. We interviewed Northgate's head coach this week. So good stuff all around. We'll have our Games of the Week article up on Friday morning. So check that out. And it's great talking to you.
That's Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. Again, we'll talk to Ian tomorrow night before the Laurel Highlands Southmoreland game. Stay tuned. The starting lineups, the opening kickoff on the way next. Uniontown taking on Perry from George C. Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's South Side here on WMBS, the Turbo Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you've put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at www.myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning the latest techniques can do for you or your family. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616. That's 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek, Jr.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hinola back here at George C. Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. We're about 12 minutes away from kicking it off here tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Perry Traditional Academy Commodores. Tony has your starting lineups. They're being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialist. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic? Get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677. Tony?
All right, for the Uniontown Red Raider, they're starting out on defense here tonight. Starting out at defensive end will be Christian Perkins, a 6'2", 260-pound junior. At defensive tackle will be Tanner Hawk, a 5'8", 215-pound senior. The other defensive tackle spot will be Gavin O'Brien, a 6', 250-pound senior. The defensive end, Javante Lewis, a 6', 280-pound sophomore. 4 linebackers today. It'll be Dom Grip, a 6', 190-pound junior. Braxton Swaney, a 6', 210-pound junior. Maurice Jackson, a 5'10", 210-pound sophomore. And Devin George, a 5'9", 160-pound junior. The cornerback positions will be Devin Miles, a 5'6", 130-pound senior, and Tyler Hawk, a 5'10", 140-pound junior. And at the free safety spot will be number 22, Cameron Jackson, a 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. For the Perry Commodores offensively, left tackle will be DeAndre Rankin. The left guard will be Darren Gilmore. At center will be Tyrese Simon. Right guard will be Santana Kaiser. The right tackle will be Alvin Johnson. At the tight end position will be Kareem Adams. The wide receiver positions will be Nate Cutler and Shavar Simpkins. And at the X-back will be Tyrese Fairby. Quarterbacking will be Amano Arrington. Running backs will be Zion Howard, and he'll be backed up by Emmanuel Williams. So, as we said, Perry will receive the opening kickoff, and Uniontown will be defending.
And if you look at Uniontown's quarterback, Evan Townsend, this is a kid that really never played high school football before. It'll be a great opportunity for him tonight.
Never played high school football before, but a good athlete. We saw him on the basketball court previously, so he's got a little bit of instinct out there, and like I said, the athleticism will help him out here in this game tonight.
And, of course, we'll have our eyes on Tyrese Fearby on the Perry side on both sides of the football.
Well, Fearby, a 4-star recruit, and as you said in the pregames, actually had committed to Penn State, but now has backed off of that commitment and read an article where he's actually kind of leaning towards either Pitt or Tennessee, so it should be interesting, and I'm sure he'll change his mind about 10 more times before this season's over.
I mentioned Uniontown looking for their first win since the 2016 season. I think one thing, though, we're going to know for sure, Tony, is they're going to be a lot more competitive this year.
I would definitely agree with you, Brian, and I think they're looking forward to it. The kids seem excited, and as we said, the numbers look good for the rosters, and Coach Jeffrey's bringing in a new attitude all the way around, so let's see what they can do here tonight against the Perry Commodores.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're not exactly sure when kickoff will be. They stop the clock at about 12 minutes. Looking for some indication here at 6:53. We'll take about a 2-minute timeout and be back here from George C. Couples Stadium, getting you ready for Uniontown and Perry here on WMBS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. From Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time and fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Back here at George C. Couples Stadium, just a couple minutes away from the opening kickoff here tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders in their away white maroon numbers, and they'll be occupying the far sidelines. The Perry Commodores will be here on the near sidelines, and they're making their way out to the 50-yard line as well. Their captain is Tyrese Fearby, and they're decked out in their home blacks with a blue trim and white numbers. Your last thoughts here, Tony, before kickoff?
I think what the Red Raiders are going to need to do today is control the ball, kind of run some clock, develop some offense, and maybe score early to get some momentum as well. The other thing is on the offensive end, if Perry does put the ball in the air, as you said, Fearby coming in at 6'5", he's going to be a big target back there, and not a lot of tall defensive backs for Uniontown, so that's going to be the tough end of it. But I'm sure Perry has a lot of speed as well, so if Uniontown can control the ball and score early, they may have a chance to win this game.
Mentioned the Red Raiders will kick off. Doing their kickoff duties will be number 14, Grant Barczyk. And Grant, an interesting story, Tony. Not only is he playing high school football in the fall, he's running cross country, and he's on the Uniontown soccer team. So he's playing 3 sports during the fall season. Pretty impressive.
That's extremely impressive, and I'm sure he has good grades to go along with it. So
yes, he does.
That's the more impressive part right there. It's one thing to do 3 sports at the same time, but to have your grades be up and have a good grade average, that's more important than anything.
And the Red Raiders have some pretty good size on their defensive line. Christian Perkins, who I think was incorrectly listed as a junior. He's a senior, Tony, at 6'2", 260. Tanner Hawk, 5'8", 215. Gavin O'Brien, 6', 250. And Javante Lewis, 6', 280.
Well, and they do have some size, and we've seen Perkins, and he's an exceptional football player. And, you know, in reading the articles, Coach Jeffries feels that he's the best player on their team right now, and he is the team leader. So he's going to have to step up for this game as well, but I'm sure he's going to have a good game.
The Commodores making their way out. A little huddle here before the opening kickoff. We'll step aside for another quick 30-second timeout, and then we'll be back with the opening kickoff. Uniontown and Perry from George C. Couples Stadium here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Brian Rozek and Tony Hanola back here at George C. Couples Stadium. The Commodores huddling here on the near sideline. Uniontown, they're set to go on the far sideline. Remember, the Red Raiders, Tony, only played 2 games last year. 2 contests against Albert Gallatin. We actually brought you the Albert Gallatin game here on WMBS in Ringgold. So they're pretty hungry to play some football because it's been a while.
Pretty hungry to play some football, Brian, and looking at their schedule. They're scheduled for 8 games this year, 4 of them being against City League teams. So they're going to be down here a few more times, and they also play Albert Gallatin, Ringgold, and Laurel Highlands in that mix too. So we've got a pretty competitive schedule, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do.
And they'll actually add another game. It's not on the schedule, but on October the 22nd against the 5th place team out of the City League after the City League start their playoffs. So they'll play 9 regular season games, which will be a nice healthy number for the Red Raiders, and they're going to stop here for the national anthem, so we'll take one final time out here before kickoff. Back in 2 minutes, Uniontown and Perry here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Severe heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation are symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease. This can lead to complications including ulcers, narrowing, and precancerous cells in the esophagus. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of reflux. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
It's a fact, we go your way, all around, every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
Have you ever been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RUN.
Forget the fuss and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact, we're Fayette County Public Transit.
Set to go from George C. Couple Stadium, Grant Barczyk to kick off for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Back deep to receive for Perry Emmanuel Williams, number 10, and Nate Cutler, number 1. Williams on the far side, Cutler on the near side as Barczyk gets set for the run-up. And we'll get this game between Uniontown and Perry underway, and Barczyk angles it here on the near side, and one of the Perry up men, that's Shavar Simpkins on the run back, and Simpkins looking for running room on the far side, the 30, 35, 40, and Simpkins brought down at the 42-yard line. So the Commodores will start, Tony, with some pretty good field position here.
Yeah, some very good field position, a good kickoff, but Perry with a nice start here to this game to start out on their own 42-yard line.
And we'll get a look at the Perry quarterback, Amano Arrington, a sophomore wearing number 5. And his wideouts, Nate Cutler 1, Shavar Simpkins 3, and Tyrese Fearby's the X number 9. We'll highlight Fearby. He's lined up off to the right side. The Red Raiders with Devin Miles in coverage, and I think Fearby has about a height advantage, about a foot advantage height-wise on that far side as Arrington works out of the shotgun. Inside, handoff going there to Zion Howard, and Howard trying to bounce it out, and Howard getting 3, maybe 4 up to the 47, and I'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, but a nice defensive stand there by Uniontown to start this game out. And as we said, we know Perry's going to have some speed on offense, so it's going to be important for Uniontown to try to contain these running backs.
All right, Perry, certainly a quick team. Howard in the backfield. I mentioned the wideouts, and also Kareem Adams, number 7, the tight end, a pretty good athlete as well. Well, Arrington again out of the gun. He has Howard off to his left, twin receivers to the near side, one wide out to the far side. Just underway, 45 seconds in as Arrington works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, pulls it down. Another inside handoff going here to Howard. Looking for running room on the left side and well contained by the Red Raiders defensively. Christian Perkins made the tackle, but only a 2-yard gain there for Howard to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, and this will be an important 3rd down for Uniontown. As we said, if they can stop the momentum early of Perry, get the ball back and maybe eat up some clock, it's going to be a good start for the Uniontown defense.
So a big play upcoming here, a 3rd and 5. Coming up here for the Commodores. Football just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line, actually closer to 3rd and 4. As Arrington works out of the gun. Again, Howard off to his right, 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. Might have been a false start off the slot receiver Simpkins, and it was. As Simpkins went a little early there, Tone.
Well, and that's helpful for the Uniontown Red Raiders here. So puts Perry back and makes it about a 3rd and 9 rather than having about a 3rd and 4 there. So
push the line of scrimmage back to the Perry 44-yard line. 10:17 left on a running clock here in the opening quarter. This is also the opening game for the Perry Commodores. You heard Coach Farrow during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show say they actually participated in a tri-scrimmage last week with Thomas Jefferson and Clareton. That'll get you ready for the season.
Well, that will get you ready for the season. Two good WPL programs there.
More whistles coming in. What do we got? Timeout taken here by Perry. So we'll take one as well. 9:55 left here in the first. Scoreless, Uniontown and Perry. We're back at 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Go mobile with First Federal of Greene County. Get security and convenience with First Federal's updated app. Turn off lost or stolen credit cards, check balances, manage card limits, deposit checks, pay bills, all with the swipe of your finger. Don't forget the Card Valet mobile app to further protect your debit card. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the app. Visit firstfederalofgreene.com for more information. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
On 3rd and 9, Arrington rolling out to the near side, and his pass coming up short for the intended target, Kareem Adams. So the Commodores going 3 and out. And a nice defensive stop to start this game for Uniontown, Tony.
Very much so, Brian. And the thing of it is, kind of surprised Arrington rolling out to his left instead of rolling to his right. I mean, he actually had the receiver open, but just short-hopped it to Adams, and Uniontown's going to get this punt here and hopefully in good field position.
Darren Gilmore does all the kicking duties for Perry. The Red Raiders with 2 men back deep to receive 13. Where's that 12 down there? That is Tyler Hawk, 13. And they kicked it away, but we have a flag on the play. This might be against Perry.
I think you have another false start. I think the right end jumped.
Hawk and Cameron Jackson, the 2 men back deep to receive for Uniontown. And the 2 Jacksons actually transferred into Uniontown from Albert Gallatin. Cameron, 22, and Maurice, 24.
Well, I'm sure they're going to be good athletes, too, and help out this Red Raider team.
So a false start makes it 4th and 14. We'll give Uniontown a little better field position here.
Yeah, on the second penalty against Perry here in this first possession.
Gilmore back at the 29. Snap coming back, pressure coming. Gilmore gets it away, and this one will bounce in front of Hawk and take a Perry bounce. And will be down all the way back. Uniontown needs to get away. Down all the way back at the 7-yard line. So the Red Raiders will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 9:35 left here in the opening quarter. Scoreless, Uniontown and Perry here in the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanola back here at George C. Couple Stadium. They'll spot the football here at the Uniontown 7-yard line as the Red Raiders break the huddle, working left to right as we describe it. And Uniontown will start with Evan Townsend under center, 2 I-backs, and twin receivers to the near side. Townsend inside handoff between the tackles, running there. Maurice Jackson lost the football, but Uniontown able to get back on it.
Yeah,
as Jackson had it popped out. And on the recovery, Dom Grip, the tight end, saving the day for the Red Raiders, and they still got 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
Well, what was interesting was that ball was on the ground for a long time there, Brian. Grip fortunate to fall on it, just nobody around him, and able to retain possession here for Uniontown.
It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Ball just shy of the 11-yard line. Uniontown breaks the huddle. Evan Townsend, the Red Raider quarterback, again back under center. Maurice Jackson dotting the I. Red Raiders inside now. This one fumbled here by Townsend, the quarterback. And once again, Uniontown able to hop back on it. A little miscommunication there between Perkins and Townsend.
Yeah, and right there, they've worked on that all summer long. And to have that in the first game, probably just a little bit of jitters there by Townsend underneath center. I'm sure they're going to correct this, but brings up a third and about 6 yards to go.
Yeah, no gain on that last play. Spot it right around the 11.
And you got to be careful because Fierbre's on the left end here. It's going to be matched up against Gavin O'Brien and Grip at tight end.
Townsend with 2 I-backs behind him takes the snap. And again, the ball comes loose. I think Perry recovered that one, Tony.
Yeah, I think they did too, Brian. So that's one of those situations where 3 plays for Uniontown and 3 fumbles.
James Kelly with the recovery for Perry. And we'll keep it right here with Perry having a 1st and goal now inside the Uniontown 10-yard line. I think they'll spot it here right around the 6.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 6. And the offense didn't show much. The defense looked pretty good there on that first possession. But
we're going to have to call on the defense here big time now with Perry facing a 1st and goal from the Uniontown 6.
And you've got Fierbre coming out, splitting out to the right. Don't be surprised for a little alley-oop pass similar to what we saw last week with Keandre DeShields in Laurel Highlands.
Arrington in a semi-loaded pistol right now. He'll take the snap. Handoff going here to Zion Howard, who bounces it out and then into the end zone for a Perry touchdown. So from 6 yards out, Howard and Perry strike first, and the Commodores take a 6-0 lead.
Hell yeah, and turnovers. You can't turn the ball over, especially that deep in your own end. And Howard made it look easy on that 6-yard run for the touchdown.
Coming here at the 7:58 mark of the opening quarter, putting Perry on top 6-0. And their head coach Darnell Farrow said, we might go for 2 the whole night. We're not sure. They're still trying to work on some of their special teams. Gilmore's the kicker, and they're going to throw the tee out. So it looks like they will attempt an extra point here.
Yeah, well, he was knocking them through in practice there in warm-ups. So let's see what he can do.
The holder is Zion Howard, and Tyree Simon will send it back. Gilmore trying to make it 7-0 and just sent that into the offensive line. So with 7:58 left here in the opening quarter, it's Perry 6 and Uniontown nothing. We're back in 60 seconds here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, trade me in, trade me in, every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in, trade me in. Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
7:58 left here in the opening quarter. The Perry Commodores striking first. Zion Howard a 6-yard touchdown run, putting Perry on top 6-0. And now the Commodores getting set to kick the football back off to Uniontown. The Red Raiders have to hold on to the football, Tony. 3 fumbles on that opening drive.
3 plays, 3 fumbles, Brian. Fortunate to get on 2 of them, but the third one cost them 6 points.
Gilmore to kick it away. And a good boot here coming on the near side. It will go to Uniontown's Notorious Grooms, the freshman. And here's Notorious across the 25 up to the 28-yard line. This kid's going to be a heck of an athlete, Tony. Not only playing football, but playing hoops as well.
I know Coach K's looking forward to having him on the team this year. He's got a lot of talent and showed a lot of speed right there for a freshman.
And we've known Notorious for a long time. Was a long-time Uniontown basketball ball boy. And now getting an opportunity to show his stuff here on the football field as well.
Yeah, and a talented athlete, as you said, and just keeps filling out that frame as well, Brian. So he's going to be an asset for the Uniontown Red Raiders over the next few years.
Red Raiders will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Again, it's Evan Townsend under center, 2 I-backs, twin receivers to the near side, one lone wide out to the far side as Townsend takes the snap. Handoff goes to the fullback Braxton Swaney, and Swaney keeping those legs churning. positive run there, Tony, getting 5, maybe 6. One of the Perry defenders lost a helmet. That was 63, Santana Kaiser.
And Kaiser's going to have to come out for that play because he did lose his helmet.
He did.
But a nice run there by Sweeney just to pick up a quick, I'd say 5 yards, 6 yards, Brian. We'll be generous and say 6.
Scoreboard has it for 5, but nonetheless, football just shy of the 34.
Yeah, we're more generous than they are, though.
Townsend back under center. 2 eye backs, 3 wide receivers as Townsend takes the snap. Handoff going here to Jackson, trying to bounce it out on the near side, and Jackson getting tripped up behind the line of scrimmage last year. That was Cameron Jackson, 22. Again, you have Maurice, 24, and Cameron, 22. We're also expected to see Devin George, number 12, in the backfield as well tonight.
And you had Jamon Steele on the tackle. That was a beautiful tackle. Came out in the open field and cut Jackson down, so a nice tackle. Now it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 7 for Uniontown. And as we said, they're going to need to maintain possession here, try to run some clock to keep the ball out of Perry's hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 32. They need the 38 for a first down, so we'll call it 3rd and 6. As Townsend comes to the line, now repositions himself. This will be the first time we'll see him out of the shotgun. Protector back to each side and 3 wide receivers as Townsend takes the snap. Little quick screen, near side, pass complete. Cameron Jackson, who gets run out of bounds, and he lost 2, maybe 3 there, Tone, all the way back to the 29.
Yeah, and a great defensive stop there. It was number 10. That was Emmanuel Williams on the tackle. And really, Jackson had no place to go. Nice idea with the screen, but didn't have the blocking out front to get him any yards.
So the Red Raiders will have to punt here. It'll be Riley Umble to punt it away, standing back at the 18-yard line.
Looks like Perkins going to be the long snapper here.
Perry doesn't have anybody back yet. Now they will send a man back. I believe that's Nate Cutler, number 1. High snap coming back to Umble, pulls it down, and a little short kick. And the Commodores are going to let it go, and Uniontown will down it here as it takes a Red Raider roll all the way down to the 33-yard line. So that's where Perry will start, 1st and 10. 5:25 left here in the opening quarter. Perry 6, Uniontown nothing. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Brian Rozak and Tony Hinola back here at George C. Couple Stadium. 5:23 left here in the opening quarter. Perry with the football working right to left. Here's the quarterback, Arrington. Look out here. Arrington at the 45 gets a Perry first down while picking up 14 yards down to the Commodores' 48-yard line. Nice run there from the sophomore quarterback, Arrington.
Nice run there, and just read that play perfectly. Almost looked like a little quarterback draw there, but he showed some great speed, and that's what we said. These Red Raider defenders are going to have to maintain and contain these runners for Perry, because if they get on the outside, they're pretty quick out there.
Red Raiders did hold the Commodores 3 and outs on that opening drive, but then Perry, after a Uniontown fumble, got great field position and were able to punch it in from 6 yards out on a Howard touchdown run. Football now at the Commodores 48. Arrington out of the shotgun. Howard off to his left, takes the snap. Quick screen, near side pass complete to Simpkins, breaks a tackle. Simpkins into Uniontown territory, but got popped and driven down by Maurice Jackson. What a tackle there in the open field from Jackson.
Great tackle right there. Defender originally was number 28 for Uniontown and ended up missing the tackle in the open field, but great tackle there by Jackson.
Still went for a gain of 7, but that could have went for a lot more down the field if Jackson wasn't there to make the stop.
Yeah, I was going to say he could have probably picked up about another 20 yards there at the speed he was showing.
Going under 4 minutes now left here in the opening quarter. Arrington back out of the gun. Protector back to his left. Twin receivers to the near side on wide out. Fearby has not gotten involved too much as of yet. Tony out to the far side.
They started
had
too
movement
early
there on the line.
Yep. On the left end there, it was Alvin Johnson. Jumped a little bit before the snap, so again, another penalty. It would be the 3rd one so far against Perry here tonight.
They've shot themselves in the foot a little bit, but they still lead Uniontown 6-0. here at the 3:42 mark of the opening quarter.
It just makes it a longer second down. I don't expect a whole lot of passing from Arrington and Perry. Most of these City League teams, all they want to do is run anyway, so I don't expect a whole lot of passing, maybe a couple, but no, I wouldn't expect any more than 5 in this game.
We have a lot of team speed, and here's Arrington. Might be putting it up here. Hangs in the pocket, pressure coming now, pulls it down, looks to run it. The Uniontown 45. They should have enough for a first down here down to the Red Raiders 40. So a nice run from Arrington, picking up 11 and a Perry first down.
And again, read the defense well. Instead of trying to throw it into coverage, just pulled it in and had enough speed to gain for a first down for Perry.
Football now at the Red Raiders 41, where they ruled Arrington down.
So
and we mentioned Uniontown just playing 2 games last year. Perry only played 5, 1 and 4. And they're expecting a much improved season as well this year.
You know, COVID ravaged 2020. Didn't help out any of these teams, really.
Here's another inside handoff. And just a 2-yard gain there on the run.
And again, Maurice Jackson on the tackle there. So the Jackson brothers making their names known here in this first quarter so far, Brian.
For sure. Mentioned both transferring in from Albert Gallatin.
Right. Yeah, and here's Uniontown. And again, a long second down for Perry.
2nd and 8.
Arrington out of the gun.
Line of scrimmage, the 39-yard line. Now the handoff going here on the left and trying to spin his way forward, Emmanuel Williams. So Williams, the backup tailback, picking up 2.
Yeah, but a nice tackle there by Perkins. He also had a little help. So the Uniontown defense now looking for a big stop here on 3rd down. We'll say it's about 6. And the scoreboard agrees with me. So 3rd and 6 for Perry. And Uniontown trying to stop this drive and get the ball back here late in this first quarter.
3rd and 6, 1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Arrington again out of the gun. Protector back off to his right, and Howard takes the snap. Pass complete on the far side to Simpkins, and Simpkins with enough here for another Perry first down to the Uniontown 26.
Yeah, nice little quick hitter, nice little throw there by Arrington. Simpkins with a nice catch. And that's going to be the 2nd first down on this drive for Perry. Closing in on 1 minute to go here in this first quarter.
And a quick moving opening quarter here from Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. Perry leading 6-0 on a Zion Howard 6-yard touchdown run. Looking for more now, the football at the Uniontown 26. Arrington again out of the gun. Protector back off to his right with 3 wide receivers. Arrington out on the near side, and we mentioned earlier, Tony, that Tyrese Fearby haven't called his name yet, and he had it there in the back corner of the end zone, just couldn't hang on.
No, good throw, just right outside of his outstretched hands. So not all 6'5" of him couldn't get to it. A nice throw there by Arrington. Fearby had the defender beat rather badly there, but just couldn't pull it in for the touchdown.
And they thought they had 6 there. We're down to 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It'll be 2nd and 10, line of scrimmage, the Uniontown 27.
Now, Uniontown fortunate there. As we said, Fearby with a huge height advantage and really a strength advantage, too, over these defensive backs for Uniontown. They're going to split him out here to the left. In
Arrington with
there.
Howard off to his left and 3 wide receivers. And actually put Nate Cutler in as the Wildcat quarterback, and Cutler with a seam inside the 5, and Cutler's going to score. So they mix things up, put Cutler in as the Wildcat quarterback, and he scores from 27 yards out, Tony.
Nice run there by Cutler and a nice fake, and just showed a lot of speed right there. Just ran right up the middle and was untouched and goes in for the Perry touchdown.
We mentioned the team speed on the Perry side, and then putting Cutler in there to put Perry on top 12-0 with 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. You would expect them here, Tony, to go for 2 after missing the extra point first time around.
I think they went for extra point for the last time in this game.
Yes.
Maybe actually the season, to be honest with you. So they are going to go for 2.
Arrington out of the gun. Howard off to his left, and they have a triple right formation. Watch for Fearby right along the sidelines. As Arrington takes the snap, pulls it down himself, and good blocking out in front. He'll get in for the 2. And it's a 14-0 lead for Perry over Uniontown. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good start for the Commodores here at George C. Couple Stadium. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
We're back here at George C. Couple Stadium, a 14-0 lead for Perry over Uniontown. Zion Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. Nate Cutler coming in as the Wildcat quarterback, a 27-yard touchdown run, and now Uniontown will get the football back. Line drive kickoff. Nice little scoop up there from Jackson. That's Cameron Jackson looking for running room, and Jackson trying to bounce it out here on the near side. He's double-teamed. Flag coming in. Flag's coming in from everywhere here, Tony, and he'll get brought down with 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, no kidding. You get 3 flags on the field. Let's see what the call's going to be here. Personal foul, face mask?
Yes, it is.
It is. So Uniontown going to pick up 15 quick yards.
I think everybody saw that.
Yeah, well, obviously 3 referees
Yes,
did.
they did. Laundry coming in from everywhere.
It's like the clothesline broke there up on the hill.
Yes. We mentioned our first time down here to George C. Couple Stadium. Really a nice complex, great view. There's actually some folks in an apartment complex right across the way. They could probably watch every game from their deck.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Tell you what, it's pretty cool, though. Got a couple people out there watching now, and even higher up on the hill, there's some houses up there that you can actually probably sit out and watch the game.
This might be the final play of the opening quarter. You have Townsend under center. 3 wide receivers. Jackson, the tailback, takes the snap. Jackson gets the carry, and look out here. Jackson, a nice run into Perry territory down to the 47, so a 13-yard run there for Jackson. And that will end the opening quarter with Perry leading Uniontown 14-0. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Tripp Radcliffe, and we at Radcliffe Law have been helping people that were injured in accidents for over 35 years. When you're involved in an accident, it can be scary. Radcliffe Law will meet with you for free, and our experienced team will provide you with valuable information needed to pursue your claims successfully. If you or someone you know are injured in an accident, call Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication are what it takes to keep the team together. Vote for Kurt Matthews.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hinola back here at George C. Couple Stadium. Start of the second quarter. Red Raiders now working right to left as we describe it. Evan Townsend under center. 2 eye backs, 3 wide receivers into the game. Townsend takes the snap. He's going to put it up. Rolling out to the far side. He just threw it right at the feet there of Maurice Jackson and plenty of traffic.
Yeah, it looked like he actually might have had a receiver open down the middle of the field streaking there, but didn't see him and just threw that ball in. It looked like Lee Troop was wide open. But Townsend just spiked the ball in the ground, tried to avoid a loss.
2nd and 10, line of scrimmage, the Perry 47. Here's Townsend coming to the line.
Going to give a shout out to our buddy Steve Suprick, who's listening.
Appreciate Steve tuning in. He'll be with us tomorrow for Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland. There's a run to Maurice Jackson, just a yard gain there for Jackson. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yep. Should be a good one tomorrow as well, Brian.
Both of the Scotties and the Mustangs winners last week. Southmoreland, I think, shocked a lot of folks, Tony, with that win over McGuffey, who was a top 5 team in 2A entering that game. And Laurel Highlands flexed their muscle. And the first thing I said to Coach Colasar this week is, wow, you guys got a lot better in the offseason.
Well, almost looked like they got a lot faster, too.
They did.
A lot of speed, and that's what I said last week. It looked like they were just way too fast for Connellsville, so I'm looking forward to a great game there tomorrow night.
And good to see the numbers back for this Uniontown program as well. And already, Tony, seeing a much more organized approach to the game than what we saw over the last couple of years. I think Coach Jeffries and his staff have done a nice job getting this team ready for the season.
Right. They're going to have to get this play off. The play clock's under 5.
Down to 2, down to 1, and Townsend gets it away across the middle off the fingertips of Tyler Hawk and falling incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down and 9. So decision time here for Coach Jeffries. Line of scrimmage, the 46.
And I think you're going to have to punt. At least bring your punter in, see what he can do, maybe pin them down inside the 20 and change the field position here for Uniontown.
Riley Umble standing back at the 41.
Back deep to receive is Cutler.
We saw him already score a touchdown in this game. Now flags coming in here again.
They're gonna say illegal substitution, I think.
On the Perry side.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks like they're going to have an illegal substitution. I think that's what's going to be the call.
I've seen certainly more infractions on the Commodore side than on the Uniontown side. And now 4th and 4. Does that change your mind if you're Coach Keith Jeffries?
I would not be surprised to see Coach Jeffries call a timeout here to think about this one.
They're going to reset the play clock.
Now, so you got 40 seconds to think about this. And tell you what, I mean, you had a couple decent runs. I got a feeling they may go for it here, Brian.
Yeah, both of the Jacksons have really run the ball well for the Red Raiders. Maurice 24 and Cameron 22.
Yeah. Looks like they are going to send the offense back out, and I would not be surprised.
Yeah, why not?
Well, you know what? I watched Townsend. You got a feeling that he's probably going to try to give some inflection in the count, maybe draw them offside and pick up an easy 1st down.
Townsend with Cameron Jackson off to his left, triple right formation as Townsend takes the snap. Pressure coming, trying to get out of it. Fearby got to him first, and finishing him off on the play was Daquan Bilecki. So Bilecki with the sack, and Perry will take over on downs. 10:07 left before halftime. 14-0 Commodores are back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Going on now at C. Herbert Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is the GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Teron Henderson on the reception, a 9-yard pickup for Perry on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, and a nice play there. Henderson just went out and sat right there and picked up a quick 9-yard gain.
Now 2nd down and 1. Arrington out of the shotgun. Howard off to his right. Arrington takes the snap, rolls to his left, and heaves it deep on the far side. Single coverage, and it's dropped. It appeared that Kareem Adams had it inside the 5. Great defense there from Tyler Hawk.
Yeah, and fortunately, great defense there by Hawk is right. Battling for the ball in the end zone. And Adams just couldn't bring it down. Nice play by Hawk defensively.
Now 3rd and 1 for the Commodores. 8:59 left before halftime as the sun begins to set on this Thursday night. One advantage, Tony, of these Thursday and Saturday games allows these teams a little additional time in the spotlight.
Oh, most definitely.
This is the only game going on tonight in both the WPIL and the City League.
Well, you're going to have Cutler in the backfield again. Arrington's on the sideline, so watch the Wildcat here by Cutler.
3rd and 1. I think Uniontown's going to take a timeout. They will, so we'll take one as well. 8:59 left before halftime. 14-0 Perry. We're back in 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time in fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Cutler here on 3rd and 1 as flags come in. There's another pre-snap penalty.
Yeah, they're going to call a false start. So now all of a sudden Perry going to go from a short 1 yard, 3rd and 1 now, backs him up to make it 3rd and 6. So penalties, that's been the only downfall right now for Perry.
Keeping Uniontown in the game for sure.
You know, just making things more difficult for their offense, no doubt.
They're going to pull Cutler out of the game. We'll probably go back to Arrington here as the quarterback.
Yeah, and it is Arrington.
It's twin receivers to each side. Arrington takes the snap. Red Raiders with plenty of pressure, but he's able to pull it down, look to run. Arrington spins forward as a Perry first down and more inside the 35-30. What a run from Arrington down the far sideline, cuts back to his right, inside the 10, and Arrington is going to take it to the house from 43 yards out for a Perry touchdown. And Tony, that was an impressive run.
That was extremely impressive, and as we said, the defense unable to contain on the outside, and Arrington just able to turn the corner and show some great speed and just beat everybody down the field.
So Arrington, a 43-yard touchdown run coming here at the 8:19 mark of the second quarter, putting Perry on top 20-0.
And we thought that Perry might have a tough time after that penalty to go 3rd and 6, but Arrington proved us wrong there, Brian.
Nice run, and you mentioned just so many athletes on the Commodore side. Saw Cutler with a nice run earlier. Howard scored the opening touchdown, and now Arrington, the quarterback, doing it with his feet.
Well, as we also said, too, Cutler, the only senior in that group. Howard a sophomore, Arrington a sophomore, so Perry, they got some things to build on over the next couple years.
They have Cutler back in as the quarterback for this 2-point conversion tries. And a low snap coming back. It's scooped up by the halfback, who's going to be stopped short. That's Jamon Steele. Steele stopped short of the goal line, so the 2-point try no good. So with 8:19 left before halftime, it's Perry 20, Uniontown nothing. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Deron Gilmore to kick off here for Perry. Line drive kick going right to the Red Raiders' Devin Miles. And here's Miles on the run back across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. It's a nice little run back there for Miles after the line drive kick.
Yeah, they, again, starting out with good field position. They just need to do something here offensively. Let's see what the Red Raiders can do. They're going to start out again at their own 42-yard line. It's going to be the second time they had good field position here in this first half.
Yeah, they've had good field position the last couple of drives, and we'll see what happens here.
Now let's see if Townsend's going to be under center.
He will. And from the 42, Townsend takes the snap. That handoff going to Maurice Jackson, and Jackson just a yard gain up to the 43. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. As we approach the 8-minute mark of the second quarter, Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. We appreciate you joining us for high school football on this Thursday night, and we'll have more high school football for you tomorrow with Laurel Highlands taking on Southmoreland.
Yeah, we need to see the Red Raiders make a big comeback here, down 20. Actually need to control the ball here a little bit, get a couple first downs, gain some momentum offensively.
2nd and 9 from the 43. Townsend back in the shotgun. Has Maurice Jackson off to his right. Wide out to each side. High snap coming back, brings it down. Look out here, man in his face, lets it go into double coverage and picked off. Intercepted here by Zion Howard. Here's Howard on the run back. Howard at the 40-45 across midfield. Howard still on his feet and finally brought down at the 46-yard line. So Howard with the pick, and Perry set up again here at the Uniontown 46, Tony.
Well, just an errant pass, just overthrew his receiver right there and kind of floated it. And Howard with the easy catch, it was almost like he was catching a punt. So now again, Perry starting off in Uniontown territory. And here comes Arrington ready to rock and roll.
From the Red Raiders 46. And Perry an opportunity now really to blow this game wide open, already at 20-0. 7:09 left before halftime. We mentioned how much this Commodores team improved in the offseason. Kind of remind me a lot of what we saw from Bishop Canavan, some big plays, and the only thing that really hurt Canavan against Frazier on Saturday was the penalties.
Exactly. Well,
the same thing for Perry here. They're looking to put it up again, right down the seam was Kareem Adams, the tight end, but the pass was overthrown. And Adams had everybody beat.
Yeah, he did. He actually had 3 defenders beat by about 3 steps. Fortunately, Arrington just didn't put enough air underneath that one for Adams to run underneath it. It's going to go as an incomplete pass. So Arrington, as we said, he's young. He's a sophomore and going to have to work on that passing game a little bit. But you can see they've got some weapons offensively, no doubt. And you're right, that Bishop Canavan game the other day, I mean, you figure they had a great squad. They had 4 touchdowns called back, and that was all in the first half. Still scored 21 points.
I'd like to see their games against Clarendon and Jeanette this season.
That would be interesting. Well, you know what? You make the schedule, cuz.
Yep. We'll see what happens. That game's on a Thursday or Saturday. We might be going down. 2nd and 10. Inside handoff going here, and that's Emmanuel Williams. And Williams with some speed, stiff arm at the 35 down to the 34. Williams another first down for Perry, 12-yard run.
Well, the thing of it is, the Uniontown defense has been out there an awful long time.
Maybe starting to wear down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And it's not a hot night. That's one good thing. But still, they've been out there a long time.
First regulation game of the season. Arrington back in at quarterback, has Williams off to his right. Takes the snap. Pressure coming from both sides. Arrington steps up, has the 35-30. Spin move, breaks a tackle, keeping it going inside the 25. Another great run from Arrington, picking up 9.
Boy, he's shown a lot of talent, isn't he? Good looking sophomore quarterback. And I'm sure, you know, you heard that in the pregame where Westinghouse is probably the favorite, but tell you what, this Perry team looks pretty decent.
Got University Prep in there too.
Yep.
Alderdice. City's going to be tough this year.
City's going to be tough is right.
Out of 5:49 left before halftime. Perry driving again, up 20-0 over Uniontown. Red Raiders also play Brashear. Carrick on the Red Raiders schedule as well twice. They're playing as a City League independent. Semi-loaded pistol now for Arrington. Another handoff going here to Howard, trying to bounce it out. Howard breaks a tackle, flag on the play, cuts back to his right. This one might be coming back, and Howard's going to take it inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line before he was brought down by Braxton Swaney.
I think you're going to have a block in the back. And we saw that on the left side. And I didn't catch a number there, Brian, but you could see the block in the back. It was pretty obvious. Surprised only one flag flew out of there. But again, penalty stops this drive, at least for now.
Push it back here to the 36. And that 2nd and 1 now will be a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and I'm not keeping stats tonight, but I'm going to say that's probably about, what, 6th or 7th penalty against Perry so far here in this first half.
Commodores up 20-0, looking for more as we go under 5 minutes left before halftime. 2nd and 12. Again, you'll have Arrington operating out of a semi-loaded pistol with a wide out to each side. Takes the snap, a little pitch going back here to Howard. No, check that. They put Cutler in the backfield, and Cutler inside the 25. Still on his feet, a little sidestep down to the 15-yard line. So Cutler, a 21-yard run there, giving Perry another first down. And they're really lining up Cutler, Tony, all over the field.
Tell you what, though, you can see he's wiry. He's got a lot of speed. He's a good-looking senior. Pounding his chest. Pretty happy with his effort right there. So now the Commodores driving again. We're closing in on 4 minutes to go here.
4:13 left before halftime. Arrington out of the gun. Williams off to his left. Twins to each side. A little quick screen near side. Pass complete. That's Fearby, and Fearby dragging about 3 Red Raiders before he's run out of bounds right around the 6-yard line. 9-yard pickup will bring up 2nd down and short.
Yeah, Fearby, we said that 6'5", 230-pound frame, he can drag a lot of defenders. Big kid and awesome talent. As we said, 4-star recruit.
They gave him 8. He's 2nd down and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 8-yard line. Perry taking a little time off the clock down at 3:28. Left here before halftime.
Still time on the play clock, though. You're just under 15 right now, so they can take their time.
They're staying in that semi-loaded pistol with Williams behind, but it's going to be Steele on the carry right up the middle, and Steele close to a touchdown. Is he in?
I think they're going to mark him just short. Haven't seen a signal yet.
No, they ruled it a touchdown.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't see a signal at all by any referee.
So a delayed touchdown, 7-yard run there for Jamon Steele. That'll be his first score of the night. And increase the lead now to 26-0. Coming here at the 3:09 mark of the second quarter.
So it looks like, I think they're going to try the extra point again, Brian.
Get a little practice here, up 26-0. They have their kicker, Gilmore, lined up in the backfield. So, yep, they're going to try the extra points.
Yep.
Trying to make it 27-0. You might as well get a little practice in. You're up 26 here. Just over 3 minutes left before halftime.
Well, you never know when you're going to need it in the City League Championship game.
It's a much better kick here from Gilmore. It's on the way and good. So you give the kid a chance and he makes the extra point. 27-0 Perry over Uniontown. 3:09 left before halftime, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
The high school football season is here. Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market, Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to cheer on our local high school football team. Bill and Donnie are proud to support our local districts and wish all the players, cheerleaders, band members, students, parents, and teachers a successful school year and football season. Don't forget to stop by Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market on Connellsville Street before the game to pick up your favorite snacks, drinks, or sandwiches.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hinola back here at Couples Stadium, 27-0. A little sidewinder here. Look out, that's a loose football, but it goes out of bounds at the 28.
Now going to go out of bounds on the 28, but Uniontown going to have the option to take it at, what, the 35?
I believe so. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have the Trib Live halftime show with Don Rebel and Chris Harlan. The Trib Live High School Sports Network. Also recap the first half scoring. Can't pass along scores, Tony, for around the WPIL because this is the only game going on tonight.
Yep, we're the only game in town. The only show on stage right now.
Red Raiders will start this drive from their own 35. 3:09 left before halftime. Again, more high school football on the air tomorrow. Laurel Highlands at Southmoreland. On the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6 o'clock. Opening kick set for 7.
And we'll be at Southmoreland tomorrow because the Mustangs still waiting for their new turf.
Cameron Jackson bouncing it out, getting 2, maybe 3. Any update on the turf situation? They were supposed to get delivered this past Monday. I haven't had an opportunity to check it up in the high school this week.
Yeah, don't have no idea. We might have to check with our colleague Gary Frankhauser for that information.
Gary would know. Gary, if you're listening, feel free to send me a text and let me know what's going on with the turf at Laurel Highlands. Mustangs' next scheduled home game, I believe, will be around the 25th of September. They're going to play their first 4 on the road this season.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a pretty tough start right there.
2nd and 8 now for Uniontown. Football at the Red Raiders 38. And they'll go back on the ground here again to Cameron Jackson, getting another 2 up to the 40. Bring up 3rd down and 5 with 2:17 left before halftime.
Yeah, Uniontown needs to get a first down here just to get a little confidence in their offense and try to keep some things going right now. They seem to be a little bit frustrated, especially Townsend. And grant you, as you said, not a whole lot of experience playing high school football, but expects a lot of himself and looking to make his team better. So I think a big first down here would change their outlook a little bit.
1:50 left before halftime. Townsend under center. Lone back is Cameron Jackson. 3 wideouts, twins to the near side. Pitch going back to Cameron. Trying to cut it up the field. No running room there. He'll lose 2. Back to the 38. So now 4th down here, Tony. Down to 90 seconds left before halftime. Probably just punt it away here.
Yeah, I would think so, Brian. I mean, at this point, you really have nothing going. And that was kind of interesting. They pitched it right. They ran on Fearby's side. Kind of surprised they wouldn't run on the opposite side, but he bottled that up pretty quickly. He's showing why he is a 4-star recruit on that left end.
Bring out Riley Umble to send it away, and you have Nate Cutler back deep to receive. Cutler back at the 25. Umble standing back at the Uniontown 27.
No, they're going to let the play clock run down here, I think, Brian.
It's down to 5 right now. Game clock at 48 seconds. Always let it run down and take a timeout. Now they're going to snap. High snap coming back. Umble brings it down. A line drive kick takes a Uniontown bounce, but scooped up by one of the Upmen on the far side. That was Williams bringing it down to the 37, and that's where Perry will start 1st and 10. 37 seconds left before halftime. Commodores up 27-0. We're back at 30 for the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
37 seconds left before halftime. Perry with the football. And the way they're lining up here, Tell, they might look for a big play.
Yeah, they're not going to waste this 37 seconds, it looks like.
From their own 37-yard line, Arrington takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, has time, looks deep middle, far side. It's Cutler on the run inside the 10, inside the 5, and they're going to score from 63 yards out. Arrington to Cutler. Wow.
Quick strike offense, and as we said, this Cutler, he's got the tools, boy, I'll tell you that. A lot of speed. He just got by the defense, and Arrington with a great throw. So 63-yard touchdown pass, and as we said, they weren't going to waste that 37 seconds.
Score coming with 26 seconds left before halftime. They can actually enact the mercy rule here if they go for 2.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure they are going to go for 2 here.
Of a running clock the entire second half if that's the case.
Well, no, they got the tee out, Brian.
I mean, they want to play a little extra football in the second half as well. Also good, Tony, worthwhile noting. Good to see the Uniontown band, Uniontown cheerleaders here tonight as well. After only playing 2 games last year, I don't even know if they got an opportunity to come out because of COVID, but great to see the band having an opportunity to perform at halftime. Here's the extra points, and that one's going to be pulled down and trying to run with it there, but unsuccessfully, Zion Howard. So your score will be Perry 33, Uniontown nothing, 26 seconds left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood has been proudly serving veterans in our area for over 71 years. The Catholic veterans are also committed to helping the youth in our community by holding the 10th annual Frank L. Musica Scholarship Golf Outing on September 18th at the Uniontown Country Club. Over the last 9 years, the golf outing has awarded 30 scholarships to area students. For information on this year's outing, phone 724-437-3088 or visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Perry got a little reprieve there, Tony, on the extra point try after a Uniontown penalty, and they're able to knock it through as the extra point sent through there by Darren Gilmore to make it 34-0. Now the Commodores will kick back off to Uniontown.
Yeah, personal foul penalty. Not exactly sure what happened. We didn't really see it on our end, but they called a personal foul, and the next thing you know, Gilmore able to drive it through there without a problem. So 34-0 lead here. And we still have, 26 seconds to go here in this first half.
Don't have a running clock quite yet.
No, but we're sneaking up on it.
Yes, we are. And Gilmore's going to send it away again here for Perry. And Gilmore with a little bouncer down on the far side, and that one will go out of bounds. Was a touch going out there by Devin Miles? That'll be the question.
Well, the referee threw the flag, so obviously it didn't. So now they're going to give Uniontown the ball with good field position again. So it looks like Miles was unable to pick it up and luckily didn't touch it.
Looking at what's on the schedule for both of these teams next week, Perry will travel to Southmoreland to take on the Scotties. How about that? We have Southmoreland tomorrow, and the next week Perry will take on Southmoreland.
It looks like, well, let's see what Southmoreland has tomorrow, but might be a pretty good contest there as well.
And Uniontown will be at home next week, next Friday night against Carrick. And that could be a game that they might have an opportunity to end the losing streak against.
Well, you know what? It'll just be good for those kids to get back in and have a home game. Try to give it a go.
Here we go, 26 seconds left before halftime. Inside run. And a 5, maybe 6 yard run there for Braxton Swaney. Red Raiders seem content going into the locker room down 34-0. 15 seconds left here before halftime. They're going to go a little no huddle, maybe get another play away. Townsend hurrying up to the line, down to 4, down to 3. And they'll get it away with a little pitch back as time expires, and that's Cameron Jackson run out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first half. So your halftime score, Perry 34, Uniontown nothing. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Peachin's Pharmacy. Again, we'll have our scoring summary brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm and also the Trib Live halftime show with Don Rebel and Chris Harlan. That comes your way next. Again at halftime, Perry 34, Uniontown nothing.
Chris Parker Jr., 20 years as a Hyundai dealer is something to celebrate.
It's our 20th anniversary as your local Hyundai dealer and over 60 years in business.
Your great deals keep customers coming back.
You'll find super deals on all our new Hyundais, including 0% financing available on 9 out of 10 models and 3-year free complimentary maintenance on all new Hyundais.
0% financing and free sounds good to me.
How about leasing a new 2021 Elantra SE as low as $139 per month for 3 years and having oil changes and tire rotations absolutely free during your lease? In the used car market, check out our certified pre-owned Hyundais with the balance of the 100,000-mile powertrain warranty included. Not in the market to buy a car? Autoland is interested in purchasing your vehicle.
And every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty with 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Visit their website, AutolandHyundai.com, or stop into Autoland Hyundai, East Fayette Street, Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
When it comes to protecting all your stuff, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? Here's some good news. Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho is the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all your stuff. Everything from your home, car, and boat to your motorcycle, snowmobile, and ATV. Stop by Allstate agent Russ Flaho's office today on Lebanon Avenue. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, availability, Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown, serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure and Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf, certified public accountant.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Going on now at C. Herbert Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. Security deposit deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Brian Morozak and Tony Hanula back here at George C. Couple Stadium. Halftime, and the Perry Commodores leading the Uniontown Red Raiders by a score of 34-0, and Perry quite dominant in that first half, Tony.
Extremely dominant, Brian, and we thought the way that the Uniontown defense started out held Perry to 3 and out on that first set of downs. We thought we were going to see something there, but to be honest with you, I think that Uniontown's defense just has been on the field way too long. The offense has not been able to generate anything, and it's really been 3 and out and a quick 3 and out. And I think the defense just got a little worn out in that first half.
Our Radcliffe Law scoring summary: Zion Howard a 6-yard touchdown run, giving Perry a 6-0 lead. Extra point no good, 7:58 mark of the opening quarter, and that came after 3 Uniontown fumbles on the opening drive, only lost 1. Then Nate Cutler, a 27-yard touchdown run, lined up as a Wildcat quarterback. Score occurred at the 26-second mark of the opening quarter to make it 14-0. And then the normal quarterback, Amano Arrington, a 43-yard touchdown run to the 8:19 mark of the second quarter. Jamon Steele added a 7-yard touchdown run, left with 3:09 before halftime, and then Arrington to Cutler, 63-yard touchdown pass. I have a feeling that might be our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game, making it 34-0. Perry over Uniontown here at the break. Stay tuned for the Trib Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel on the way next.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf, that's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7. An art therapist, an attorney, a currency options broker on Wall Street, a paleontologist, a member of the PA House of Representatives, a cancer researcher, a teacher. These are just a few examples of how Seton Hill University graduates are changing the world. In fact, 98% of Seton Hill graduates move on to careers or advanced degrees within 1 year of graduation. This is well above the national average. But then, Seton Hill students and faculty are well above average, too. Learn more at setonhill.edu/visit campus.
Halftime show on the Trib Live High School Sports Network from the Excella Health Mobile Studios. We welcome you, Don Rebel, Chris Harlan. Our get-together sponsored by SE Tire and Export Tire, your local tire experts. They work hard to earn your business. They have your tire in stock and can install it today. All the best brands at the best tire prices. SE Tire, Route 51, Bell Vernon. Export Tire, Old William Penn Highway and Export. Shop for tires online and check out their Google reviews. We thank them for sponsoring our halftime show. It's a tradition. Week 1, we talk about the teams to watch. A lot of people, maybe they tuned in week 0. A lot of people did. Hopefully more here in week 1 as we are starting to get our footing for the 2021 high school football season around the WPIAL, and they want to know, Chris Harlan, who the teams are to watch. So why don't we start in 6A? There's not a whole lot of teams in 6A, so this should be rather easy.
To me, I think it's surprising that Mount Lebanon hasn't won a WPL title since 2000. 21 years now since they won. They haven't even been there since then. I think this year it could be their year. I mean, you're looking at a group here, a really good offensive trio, and Joey Daniels, Alex Texa, Eli Heidenreich, and a coach in Bob Palco who kind of knows how to win some titles. He won 8 of them at West Allegheny. He's now in year 3 at Mount Lebanon, and it looks like the pieces might be coming together. I mean, they had a real good start last week against Bethel Park, and I think, that it's possible that that 21 years might not get to 22 before Mount Lebanon gets back to a championship. But also in 6A, there's still the regulars, Central Catholic, North Allegheny, don't count out the Seneca Valley. There's still some depth there as we get down the stretch late in the season to see who will be in the run for that title.
Yeah, they played Mount Lebanon in the final high school football game at Three River Stadium back in 2000. All right, let's move on to 5A, which has been, since the expansion to 6 classifications, probably the most competitive of the classes.
Yeah, and a team here to watch is interesting is Pine Richland. I think people have been watching them all summer, really. Ever since head coach Eric Kasparovitz got ousted back in April, there's been a lot of uncertainty about that program. They're defending WPL champs, defending state champs. But besides having a whole new coaching staff, I think they also graduated like 17 seniors who were starters. So besides the coaches, this was going to be a new team, a new season. And here they go, into a season, and there's kind of a chip on their shoulder talking to those guys to see what they can do this year. But definitely lots of eyes on Pine Richland as they head into the year. But also Gateway. They're a number 1 ranked team in 5A. And they're also a new team, graduated a lot of guys. But they've got a couple guys that transferred in, too, and Brad Birch and Brett Birch, brothers who came in from Jeanette, a quarterback and wide receiver. A combination is really good. Also had a really good start last week in week 0. So Gateway right there at the top in 5A, and they're going to be tough to beat, I think. But then again, some regular names that we've seen. Penn Trafford, they've got a Wisconsin recruit, Cade Giacomelli. Penn Hills is there. I think the Allegheny 6 conference is going to be very tight. And North Hills and Moon both had good wins last week that I think kind of ups them into the conversation now in 5A.
Yeah, both were very impressive in week 0 wins, both of them on the road. All right, how about Class 4A?
Another team that hasn't won a title in a while, Bell Vernon. Hasn't won a title since 1995. Again, it looks like, kind of like Mount Lebanon, the pieces might be coming together for them this year. First off, they've got a senior quarterback, defensive back in Devin Whitlock. He said this summer when I talked to him that, his Leopards have been kicking on the door for years to try to get in, win a title. He felt like maybe this is the year that door falls over and they get inside and maybe win a championship. They've got a really good sophomore in Quentin Martin, another guy, he's a running back receiver combination who has all kinds of major college offers. So I think him with Whitlock, who's a 1,000-yard rusher, you're going to see a pretty good Bell Vernon team maybe make a run this year. But again, standing in their way in the same conference, Jefferson. They're always there. They've been in the championship game 6 years in a row. They've won 5 of the last 6 years. With Bill Chilpack, that's it. And Bell Vernon kind of has to show that they can get past that hurdle. But also in 6 and 4A, is Aliquippa. They're an interesting story. A single A team having to play up to 4A. Whether that is fair or not, that's the PWA rule under their competitive balance. But at least one more season, little Aliquippa has to play against the 4As, and they're pretty good.
Made it to the finals.
They can play with anybody.
Yep, made it to the title game a year ago. 3A, 2A, 1A. When the halftime show, sponsored by SC Tire and Export Tire, continues on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? SC Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at SC Tire. We do tires, and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires, and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Halftime show continues on the Trib Live High School Sports Network with Chris Arlen. I'm Don Rebel. Teams to watch so far, the top 3 classifications. There have been various teams. We get to 3A. There's one team and then a pretty large chasm before you start talking about others.
Yeah, I feel like I could have used my notes from last year to have this discussion. It's Central Valley. The question last year and this year, can anybody beat Central Valley in 3A? A year ago, nobody could. Nobody in the state could. They rolled their way to the finals. They won their first state championship, and they're back. Last week, they won 62-0 over Knox. They're a powerhouse again. They graduated a bunch of stuff, a bunch of players. but they're good. I think they're going to be right there again. But when you ask who's next, I mean, that's the next group. North Catholic, Avonworth, maybe Elizabeth Forward. Will one of them be able to step up and be waiting for Central Valley at Heinz Field? That'll be the question as we move forward.
Class with the most teams is Class 2A. 16 teams will make it into the playoffs. Who are some of the teams to watch in 2A, Christopher?
I think one of the teams that's interesting is Stowe Rocks. They were in the finals last year. They lost to Beaver Falls, but they bring pretty much everything back. They got a ton of skill back. And you look, I mean, they've got so much skill that they've got a junior in Josh Jenkins who's a wide receiver quarterback. I mean, he's their quarterback. Sometimes they put him out at wide receiver because they've got another guy who can play quarterback. And he caught touchdown passes in week 0. So they have an abundance of talents. Laura Johnson, their coach, kind of has them moving in that direction. I don't think anyone would be surprised to see them in the championship this year. But when you look beyond them, Beaver Falls is still there. They were the champions last year. Sarah Catholic, they're hunting for their first title since 2007. So, like you said, it's a big classification, a lot of teams, and it'll be a good tournament once you get there.
All right, finally, Class A. Jeanette, we thought after they beat Clareton last year that they might be starting a little bit of a championship run. Probably won't be the case with all the defections. They're going to, in all likelihood, struggle, but still, Jeanette is always Jeanette, and they will compete. So that opens the door, and the team they beat in the finals is probably where you start.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. Don't fall behind on your home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. FHA Title I improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Primer Ozak and Tony Hiddle back here at George C. Couples Stadium, ready to start the third quarter, 34-0. Perry leading Uniontown. Red Raiders will get the football first, though, to start the third quarter.
Right, and we'll go over some quick halftime stats we were provided by our spotter here. Perry, rushing-wise, on 13 carries for 159 yards. Passing, they were 5 for 9 for 96 yards and a touchdown. Uniontown, on the other hand, 14 carries for only 17 yards. And passing-wise, only 1 for 4 for -2.
And a little
and an
sidewinder here. Look out, Tony, and Perry got the football. Looks like it was an onside kick, whether it was on purpose or accidental. Nonetheless, Perry able to recover as Steve Hale Jr. came out of the pack with the football for the Commodores.
Yeah, I have a feeling that was actually on purpose, Brian. They can see the Uniontown defenders kind of dropping back and getting ready to drop into coverage.
Heads-up play there from Darnell Farrow, calling it there, who was a member of Perry's only state championship team. Go back to 1989. They call him Pepsi. Wonder if that's because he likes to drink Pepsi or if there's something else behind that.
We'll have to ask, well, you should ask him that in the pregame, man.
I didn't realize that till
I know.
After I talked to him.
I got you.
We'll keep it on the ground here to Howard, and Howard on the left side going nowhere. In fact, he'll lose 3. Back to the 47. Good penetration there for Uniontown defensively. No surprise, Christian Perkins in on it, along with number 13, Tyler Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk has been in on a couple plays and made a couple nice plays even towards the end of that first half. So he's doing a great job on defense right now for the Red Raiders.
3-yard loss on the play will bring up 2nd down and 13. Football at the Uniontown 47-yard line.
Well, if they score here, then
you'll have a running clock.
You're going to have a running clock the rest of the way is right.
Arrington with a protector back off to his left. 3 receivers. Twins to the far side. Now we got flags coming in here again. Might be a false start against the Commodores.
And again, another penalty. I'm trying to remember, but I don't think Uniontown had a penalty in that first half, Brian. No, I take it back. They did it on that extra point. They had the personal foul penalty.
That was about it, though.
Yeah, but that was it.
Played some very disciplined football.
Yep.
Now the 2nd and 13 becomes about 2nd and 18. And Perry back to their own 48, but they've shown some big playability already in this game. Arrington back out of the shotgun. He'll look to put it up. A little quick out, far side. Pass complete. And that one's going to Fearby. And Fearby breaking a couple of tackles. Tiptoe on the far sideline and run out of bounds right around the Uniontown 39. It's been a 13-yard gain there for Fearby.
Yeah, and just showing that sheer strength with that stiff arm right there. Throwing the Uniontown defender off with ease and picking up a nice gain for Perry.
Pick up 3rd down and 7 as we approach the 10-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Arrington surveying the situation here.
Again with Howard off to his right. Arrington takes the snap. Now rolls off to his left. Pressure in his face. There's Perkins there. Now pulls it down, looks to run, and Arrington, what an athlete. They're going to say, though, he stepped out of bounds. Let's see where they rule him out. They're going to rule him out at 35, about 2 yards short of the first down. Does pick up 5. And I'll bring up 4th down and 2.
Picked up 5, but if he doesn't step out of bounds, another first down for Perry.
Correct.
And they're going to keep the drive alive. But you know they're going to go for it here in Uniontown territory at the 35-yard line.
Perkins, quite the beast for Uniontown defensively. Almost was able to snare him there, Tony.
And just couldn't catch up to him. We said Arrington with great speed.
He's out of the shotgun here, 4th and 2 from the Uniontown 35. Once again, Howard off to his right. Arrington hangs in the pocket. They're looking for the home run ball, and it's overthrown. Had Fearby behind the pack. You had Hawk in coverage where the pass was overthrown, so Uniontown will take over on downs. Perry up 34-0. 8:57 left here in the 3rd. We're back in 30 seconds here on the C.R. Barana Group High School Sports Tonight.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $199 a month. First payment and security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevys.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. First payment and security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Brian Morozak, Tony Hanola back here at George C. Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side. 8:40 left here in the 3rd. Uniontown down 34-0 with the football working left to right as we describe it. Inside handoff going here to Maurice Jackson, and Jackson's been impressive tonight, Tony, picking up 9 there to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, and a nice run there by Jackson. He has a couple nice gains here so far. Looks pretty impressive for Uniontown, and as the season goes on, I think he's only going to get better.
Bring up 2nd and 1. 8:13 now left here in the 3rd. Red Raiders trying to get on the scoreboard.
Now they just need to try to sustain a drive here and get things going. As we said, no first downs in that first half.
Cameron Jackson now dotting the I. Twin receivers to the near side, 2nd and 1. Townsend under center. They'll go back to the ground, and there's Cameron Jackson fighting for yardage. We can only get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Might have lost a half a yard on the play.
Yeah, and I think that was Steele again. Now he's limping off. So Jimon Steele coming off the field.
And a touchdown earlier.
Yeah, it looks like he might have tweaked that left ankle a little bit.
So now 3rd and 1. 3rd and a long one for Uniontown. Football at their own 44. You'd have to think maybe 4-down territory again for the Red Raiders as we approach the 7-minute mark of the 3rd. Once again, have Cameron Jackson dotting the I. Braxton Swaney, the fullback. And Evan Townsend under center. He'll go to Swaney, the fullback, who just rumbles forward and gets 3 to move the sticks here for Uniontown. Smart play. Give it off to the big guy. Swaney at 6 foot, 210 pounds, getting the job done.
Yeah, and picking up the first down and a nice play there by Uniontown. A little inside handoff to the fullback, and Sweeney just using brute strength to pick up the first down.
6:42 now left here in the third. Reminder, more high school football on WMBS tomorrow. Laurel Highlands at Southmoreland. On the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6 o'clock. Opening kick set for 7. Hope you join us for that one. Steve Superk will be with me. Bring you all the play-by-play here on WMBS. Another handoff going here to Maurice Jackson. The Jackson combo continuing to do a good job for the Red Raiders as Maurice takes it into Perry territory. Down to the 46, 7-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Maurice. Couple nice runs here on this possession for Uniontown.
We mentioned both of those guys transferred from Albert Gallatin.
And the offensive line doing a better job here on this possession here to start the second half.
Now 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders playing this a little bit more closer to the vest, but having success doing that. And 2 I-backs in tight. And Maurice Jackson gets it here again, trying to go off tackle right side, and Perry going for the football, and Jackson maybe got a half a yard. And you had Kareem Adams trying to punch that one out. He'll take it down just shy of the 45. That bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, Jackson was able to shed off that first defender who couldn't make the tackle, and then the tackle made there by Adams, who did a good job. And again, as you said, fighting for the ball, trying to force the turnover.
Have to think 4-down territory again for the Red Raiders. This has been a long drive time-wise. We go under 5 minutes now left here in the third. Line of scrimmage, the Perry 46. They're going to stay in tight here again. Double tights on the line. Load wide out. Jesse Jeffries split out to the right. And you have Maurice Jackson as the tailback. And Maurice will get the football. Maurice Jackson right up the middle down to the 36. Again, brought down by Kareem Adams. Another nice run there as Jackson got close to 10. We'll give him 9 for another Uniontown first down.
Yeah, and again, a nice job by the offensive line there to force the defensive line off the ball for Perry. And a beautiful gain there by Jackson. So now Uniontown on the move for the first time tonight offensively.
Down to the Perry 36. First and 10. Ball on the right hash mark. And they'll stay with 2 I-backs as Maurice Jackson dots the I. You have Dom Grip as the tight end of the left side of the line. Maurice Jackson's going to get the football again. Tough run in there. Lowered the helmet and got 2, maybe 3, down to the 34. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and Uniontown has made a couple switches here, Brian. I gave up my roster. Who's number 77? He's actually playing at center right now for Uniontown. They've moved.
That'll be Gary Smitley.
They've moved Perkins over to the right guard spot out of the center spot. And obviously, and that's in an attempt to try to keep Fearbry at bay out there. So pretty good battle going on that side of the line.
Nothing wrong with mixing things up a little bit.
No, not at all.
And they've got the job done on the ground on this drive. Down to 3:10 left here in the third. 2nd and 7. Townsend back under center. Once again, it's Maurice Jackson dotting the aisle. Get the football again. Stumbled. Just got back to the line of scrimmage, the 34. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Tyrese Simon just shot the gap there, and it looks like he might be shaken up a little bit. Looks like he might have went a head-on collision there.
So UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. The Commodore down. We'll step aside for a 60-second timeout here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Cancer patients in Fayette and Greene County no longer have to travel to find the care they need thanks to a new partnership between the WVU Cancer Institute and WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new cancer center is now open on the 2nd floor of the annex building on the hospital's campus and will take a multidisciplinary approach to medical oncology care, including chemotherapy and other infusion services, a pharmacy, and lab. Patients will have access to nurse navigation, a telephone triage system for symptom management and prescription refills, cancer registry services, tumor boards, and telemedicine appointments. The clinic will include 8 exam rooms, 1 procedure room, 1 consult room, 1 provider workroom, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. The infusion area will include 8 private infusion bays with heated massage chairs, 2 additional swing flex rooms, and 1 station for obtaining patient vitals. Patients wishing to schedule medical oncology and infusion appointments at Uniontown Hospital can call 724-912-7520. For more information on the WVU Cancer Institute, visit wvumedicine.org/cancer. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Tyrese Simon, the injured Perry Commodore, and good to see him walk off the field under his own power, Tony.
Yeah, he actually looked like he was limping a little bit. I thought he took a head-to-head collision there, but he was actually limping. Looked like he might have tweaked his right knee or ankle there a little bit.
He starts on both the offensive and defensive line. He'll check out, so now a 3rd and 8 coming up here for Uniontown from the Perry 34. And a handoff going this time to Cameron Jackson, and Jackson dropped for 2, maybe 3-yard loss on the play. Good penetration there from the Commodores defensively. I think Santana Kaiser was the first to get him.
Kaiser, and looked like Darren Gilmore as well, just shot the gap there, and Jackson had no place to go. So Uniontown now with 4th and 11, and obviously trailing 34-0. They're going to go for it here.
James Kelly might have got a piece of him as well. 2:05 now left here in the 3rd. The 4th and 11, as Tony said, line of scrimmage, the Perry 37. The Red Raiders bring a late substitution in Tyler Hawk. And Hawk will line up as a wide out, split to the far side along with Lee Troop. And you'll have Townsend out of the shotgun with a protector back to each side, and Jesse Jeffries split to the right. Townsend looking to throw a pump fake, hit as he released the football. The pass falls incomplete, so Uniontown will turn the football over on downs. So Perry will get it back. 1:35 left here in the 3rd. Commodores up 34-0. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
So Perry to get the football back. That was a time-consuming drive for Uniontown. I think they took about 8 or 9 minutes off the clock. Unfortunately, weren't able to come away with any points. So Perry will get the football back, working right to left as we describe it, with 1:09 left here in the 3rd quarter, and Arrington working out of a semi-loaded pistol. He'll take the snap. Inside handoff, and it's tough running there for the Commodores. Just a yard gain. I'll wait for the POW to clear there to identify the ball carrier, and it's number 10. That's Emmanuel Williams getting 1, and then I'll bring up 2nd down and 9 as we go under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Perry 34, Uniontown nothing.
And Tanner Hawk moving that right shoulder a little bit. Looks like he might have a little stinger on that play. Delivered a nice blow there against Williams. He's trying to shake things off a little bit. Got some bees in his shoulder there.
Yeah, the first regular season game for both teams. Perry scrimmaged both Thomas Jefferson and Clairton last week. Uniontown scrimmaged California. This could be the final play of the 3rd quarter, as Arrington again works from that semi-loaded pistol on the 2nd and 9. Takes the snap and a little juggle, but able to regain it. Come forward there is Williams, and Williams, after almost fumbling the handoff there from Arrington, able to pick up 8, maybe 9, and about a yard short of the first down to the 46. That'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter, with Perry leading Uniontown 34-0. We're back with the 4th and 60 seconds here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Prime Rozak, Tony Hinola back here at George C. Couples Stadium on Pittsburgh's south side, ready for the fourth quarter. I think the teams forgot to switch sides.
Yes, they did. Referees trying to get them all lined up now and ready to rock and roll.
Hey, it's the first game of the year. Those things happen.
This is true.
Now it's 3rd and 1 for Perry. They're now working left to right. They'll have Arrington here out of the shotgun. They're going empty. Triple right formation. Only had 10 guys on the field, and they'll bring out Emmanuel Williams, who will line up now to the right of Arrington in the backfield, now repositioned off to his left. They'll take the snap. They're trying to fake the screen. Arrington's going to pull it down and look to run. He's into Uniontown territory down on the Red Raiders 47. Needed only 1, got about 7 to move the sticks.
Yeah, and picked up a first down easily. Good containment on the outside by Hawk, but nobody there to help out on the linebacker side, so Arrington able to pick up a quick 7 and keep this drive alive for Perry.
So we had 34 points, Tony, scored in the first half, but none scored in that third quarter.
Interesting. And it was a quick third quarter too, Brian, as you said. It seemed to fly by. Uniontown with a possession that took a lot of time off.
Or mainly just running the football.
Yeah, and just couldn't get rewarded to bring anybody in, get them in the end zone there.
I think they're having an issue now with the play clock. Stuck on 8. 1st and 10 here for Perry from the Uniontown 47. They're back in that semi-loaded pistol. The Commodore's going to take as much time as they want right now. A little pitch going back here to Steele. Steele on the near side in the open field inside the 40, inside the 35, lowers the helmet, gets down to the 32, 15-yard run for Jamon Steele, the junior for the Perry Commodores.
Yeah, and Steele looks like he's banged up, and Tyler Hawk looks like he's banged up for Uniontown. And Steele with a nice run. He shook about 4 tacklers off on that run. And Hawk looks like he's going to, now he's going back to his position. He's trying to shake off whatever ails him there.
We've seen some impressive plays out of the Commodores. Already down to 10:23 left in regulation. Still 34-0, Perry over Uniontown. Arrington back in that semi-loaded pistol. They have Naquan Cutler as the lone wide out to the far side. A little juggle and another regain there on the run. How did Perry manage to keep the football there, Tony? I think it was Elijah Freeman.
I do, yeah, it was Freeman is right, and not exactly sure how he was able to control that ball.
End up being about a 2-yard gain on the play down to the 31. We have 2 Cutlers out there for Perry. Nate number 1, we've seen make a couple of fantastic plays in this game. 27-yard run that had the 63-yard reception from Arrington, which capped off the second quarter scoring. And his younger brother, Naquan, only a freshman, now into the game as a wide receiver. Naquan split out to the right as Arrington works out of the shotgun with Williams off to his right. 2nd and 8 from the 31, and they'll go back to Williams on the inside handoff, bounces off a couple of defenders. He's free, lowers the shoulder, still going, and run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Needed 8, got 11. Another Perry first down.
Well, and that's the thing. He just bounced out and able to just plow his way down. Clock's still running. They're going to say he stayed in bounds.
8:56 left here in regulation. Football at the Red Raiders' 25-yard line.
Perkins going to check out.
He's played a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah, he has.
On both sides of the football.
The defense has been on the field a long time here tonight for Uniontown. Only 15 offensive plays in that first half. I'm sorry, 18 offensive plays in that first half.
1st and 10 now for Perry. Football at the Uniontown 20-yard line. Arrington again out of the shotgun, Steele to his left. And now a little motion, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
And it actually looked like...
Might have been Aaron Arrington they lined up there along with Amano.
Yeah.
They have Aaron listed as being in 13th grade, so that has to be a misprint.
Well,
unless he got an extra year of eligibility.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got redshirted. Who knows? That's interesting. Yeah, they got 2 guys listed as 13th graders.
Yes. Now, there might have been some provisions. Remember, with the whole COVID pandemic, you're able to repeat grades. I don't know how that works for athletics as well. It's now 1st and 15. And this handoff going to Aaron Arrington. And Aaron picking up 6 down to the 19 to bring up 2nd down and 9 with 7:35 left in regulation. On the WMBS side, stay tuned. We'll have Pirates baseball coming up next. We'll join the Pirates and the Cubs tonight. Pirates play 2 against the White Sox. Now they'll play 4 this weekend against the Cubs.
Well, see what they can do against the Cubs. As you said before, closing in on 100, but I don't know. Still showing some good signs here and there. I know Nick, he's a big fan as well as I am, so I got to root for him no matter what.
This has been a quick game tonight, Tony.
Yes, it has.
It's 8:37 is the game time, or the actual time of day, and we have 6:55 left here in the 4th quarter. We might play this game in under 2 hours.
That's impressive. I think we waited 2 hours for the rain to quit the other day.
And there's a fumble there from Perry. The ball still looks like hot potato out there, and somehow the Commodore Steve Hale Jr. recovered. They brought Hale in as the quarterback. And even a flag on the play, thrown from the far sideline, and they're going to call false start before the snap, no play. That'll save Perry about 10 yards. It was about a 15-yard loss on the play back to the 35. Line of scrimmage was the 20. Now they'll place it back at the 25.
Yeah, I think they're calling, I think it was an illegal shift. At least that was a signal that I thought I saw on the other side from the referee. Now they false start. Same thing, illegal formation. Doesn't really matter much. Tell you what, though, if I'm Uniontown,
Are they able to decline that?
I'm declining it, sure.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was ruled a pre-snap penalty or not.
No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, they declined it, so yeah.
They'll take that. It goes a 14-yard loss on the play back to the 34.
Don't blame them, sure. It's the way to go.
Now the down marker should be 3rd and 24, right? Down marker says 3rd, scoreboard says 2nd.
And that should be 3rd.
Yeah, it should be 3rd down.
Correct.
And 24. They're going to stay with Hale as the quarterback. And Hale in the pocket now looking to run, and he gets sacked on the play.
Yeah, nice play there, making penetration.
That was Javante Lewis got to him first, and finishing him off was Darian Gordon, excuse me. So Lewis and Gordon in on the sack of Hale as we go under 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Now 4th down. Scoreboard still showing 2nd down.
No, it's definitely 4th down. As you said, they declined that penalty.
Correct.
So it's going to be 4th and 24.
Actually, might even be more than that, Tony, because the line of scrimmage is the 38, 1st down 10. So it would be 4th and 28.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, about that, Brian. So.
And they're going to go for it. Steve Hale Jr. remains the quarterback. He's working out of the gun. Bad snap coming back. Hale's going to scoop it up, try to scramble here on the near side. They'll cut back to his left. Hale's loose, looking for some running room on the far side. Back to the line of scrimmage, and Hale finally run out of bounds with flags everywhere. And if you get a late hit personal foul here against Uniontown, that might give Perry another shot.
No, I think there was two personal foul penalties.
Your flags thrown at the 38 and the 35.
Wow, it looked like almost like a crackback block against Perry.
Yeah, you had some zigzagging running there from Hale.
Hale did a nice job just recovering that ball. And
he still got 7 or 8 yards.
Yes, he did. And that was a fantastic run for what he had.
For sure. They're still sorting this out.
Now let's see what we got. We got a hold.
If they would be offsetting, would you replay the down?
I just saw holding. I saw him signal holding twice. Let's see what he got. Personal foul. So you got a hold and a personal foul against Perry. At least that's what the signals were by the referee. Personal foul and a hold.
That should be Uniontown's football. Well, they sorted out. We'll step aside for...
Fayette County needs a new recorder of deeds. I'm John Marietta, and I'm your man. It's time for you to step up and do your part and vote for me on November 2nd. Recorder of Deeds of Fayette County.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms thinking what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me.
Quick 30-second timeout, 34-0 Perry over Uniontown here on the C. Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm here to tell you about my youth group. Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church of Uniontown is youth group night. We have food, play games, and read from the Bible. Not to mention our other fun activities such as video game nights, horseback riding, and bowling, just to name a few. I really enjoy gathering with my friends and learning cool new things. If you're interested, you can call the church at 724-437-2709, 724-437-2709. Bring a friend and join us for a fun time and fellowship. The fun starts at 5:30.
So after those Perry penalties, remember it was 4th down, Uniontown will actually get the football here at the Perry 38.
Well, they called the hold, which Uniontown declined, and then the personal foul was after the play on a dead ball. So they took that, and that picked up an extra 15 yards for Uniontown.
They should have it here at the Perry 38.
Yes, and that's exactly what they are. They're coming out on offense is right. So Uniontown with good field position. And
5:10 left in regulation.
And Perry right now with nowhere near enough players to play defense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had 7 on the field. Now 8, 9 coming on.
Yep.
They're still short.
Yeah, they're still short. Hurry up and snap the ball. Get the referee out of the way.
1, 2, 3. I'm counting 9. Now you got a guy coming off, so they're down to 8.
Well, 7-on-7 drills?
Yes.
11-on-7 drills.
They're still bringing guys off, and they have like 5 guys on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. And now 2 more coming out.
That'd be 9.
So you only got 9. Hurry up and snap the ball.
1st and 10 here from the 38. Now they're trying to get extra guys on the field. Uniontown just wants to snap it.
There's 10.
If you're Darnell Farrell, why not just call a timeout?
I think he's looking for an explanation on the penalties, especially the personal foul. I think he wants to know who it's on. So if I'm right, Perry still only has 10 players on the field.
That's what it looks like. Now they're going to bring Miles in motion, another fumble. And Townsend, I think, was able to get back on it. 2-yard loss on the play.
He was.
Bring up 2nd down and 12. Clock rolling again. 4:50 left in regulation. 34-0 Perry over Uniontown.
It was almost like a quick, like a touch pass to the receiver who was coming in front. He just couldn't control it. The ball's hit the ground a lot for Uniontown here today. What, that's 4 fumbles?
At least. He had 3 on the opening drive.
Exactly. He also
now
had
late substitution here for Uniontown. Maurice Jackson back in, and he was actually limping a little bit coming back onto the field. The 2nd and 12, football at the Perry 40-yard line. Uniontown down 34-0, 4:18 left in regulation. Townsend back under center, 2 I-backs. 3 wideouts, twins to the near side, and an inside handoff going here to Maurice Jackson. And he got hit and stood up here at the 35-yard line. Where's the whistle?
Yeah, you got to blow that play dead. Come on.
And actually, it was Cameron that had the football. You had both Jacksons in there, Cameron and Maurice. Cameron had the football. Now he's hot.
He knows he got cheap shotted, and he did.
He went over to Fearby. He was saying, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
End up going as about a gain of 5 on the play to bring up 3rd down and 7. Line of scrimmage now the Perry 35.
Now they're going to take Fearby out. And he's going to dance around.
Telling the Perry sidelines now to get back. Our buddy Billy Dice asked me on the drive up, when was the last time Uniontown was not mercy ruled in a game? Well, could be tonight. We're down 34-0.
Yeah, we're down to what? 3:09.
Yep.
Wow.
3:09 left here in the 4th quarter. Billy will be back with us next week for Laurel Highlands and Brownsville. We'll have Kylie Soberdash behind the camera for us tomorrow. Nice to have Kylie back on our crew tomorrow night. And now whistles come in here again. Not good tone when you have 2:48 left, starting to smell like skunk below you, too.
Yes, it is.
Don't want to run into that on the way out.
No, we're in the city, too. I can see this if we smelled it at Laurel Highlands under those stands and everything, but we're smack dab in the city here.
We called a penalty there against Perry, so it'll be 3rd and 2 now from the 30. 2:25 now left here in the 4th. We had 34 points scored in the first half. Might not have any scored here in the second half. Uniontown would like to change that here with a late touchdown.
Yeah, hopefully Uniontown can put something on the board here just to get a little momentum.
3rd and 2 from the 30. They're going to go back to the fullback. That's Swaney with a nice run down to the 22. Braxton Swaney picking up 8. And a Uniontown first down as we go under 2 minutes left in regulation.
Yeah, and a nice run there and picked up a first down is right, Brian. So keeps this drive alive. We're under 2 minutes to go here. So Uniontown just trying to put some points on the board, as you said.
And Billy listening at home says, come on, Uniontown, get a late touchdown. Still rooting on the Red Raiders. Good to see from our buddy Billy Dice. Always into the game.
Yes, he is.
Red Raiders with it down to the Perry 22. Townsend under center. You have Cameron Jackson now dotting the I. 3 wide outs, twins to the far side. Cameron, a little juggle, regains, comes right up the middle. Another positive run down to the 17. Give him 5 there. We have 2nd down and 5. Got to watch the clock, though, if you're Uniontown. You're down to 1:10 left here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you almost got to be in a hurry-up offense here. You're under a minute to go. And you do want to put the points on the board no matter what. Nobody wants to be shut out. As we said, though, a little bit different Uniontown team, though, no doubt. You can tell a little bit of inexperience on the offensive end, but the offensive line has actually made some nice holes here in this second half.
2nd and 5. Maurice Jackson dotting the I, and another inside run. And that's Swaney getting down to the 10, and the fullback has done a nice job running the football. You're down to 34 seconds. I would think Uniontown might, they're going to wind the clock and stop it for a moment after the first down. For Uniontown, you try to call a timeout here and just try to get some points?
Yeah, call a timeout.
Clock still running down to 21 seconds.
Give the kids a shot to at least try to get it in here.
Down to 15 seconds. Got to hurry it up a little bit here. You got Cameron Jackson now as the tailback. 3 wide outs. They'll go to Cameron. Off tackle, left side. Tough running. It's down to the 10. You're down to 4. You're down to 3. Uniontown going to take a timeout. They will not. So the game will end 34-0. Perry defeats Uniontown from George C. Couples Stadium. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. Comes your way next year on WMBS on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lease wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lease Plumbing and Excavating.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers ApothePacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, ApothePacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apothepax. Ask us about free delivery.
It's football season. Time to think about fall cleaning and redecorating. Looking for a professional painter or contracting service? Look no further than Perkins Painting and Contracting. With years of proven success in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio, Perkins Painting and Contracting, your solution for all your painting and contracting needs. Call 724-322-1285. 724-322-1285. Perkins Painting and Contracting, proud to sponsor this broadcast of Red Raider football.
Derby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce that we have once again been awarded Ford Motor Company's highest honors for 2020, the Ford President's Award. In order to achieve this award, dealers must exceed customer expectations every day and achieve the highest levels of performance. The pursuit of excellence requires passion, tenacity, and hard work in both sales and service. The Thurby family and our employees would like to thank our customers for scoring us the highest in the Pittsburgh region for customer satisfaction. The Thurby family has earned the prestigious President's Award 20 times. No other Ford dealer in the tri-state area can claim this milestone. Remember, victory is achieved each time a customer translates into a lifelong relationship, and that's a celebration of excellence. Please stop by Thurby's Riverside Ford and experience the difference.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Perry a 34-0 win over Uniontown tonight. Let's take a look at our final scoring summary. We'll also have our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. Zion Howard got the scoring started. 6-yard touchdown run for Perry at the 7:58 mark of the opening quarter. Extra point no good. It was 6-0. Then Nate Cutler, a 27-yard touchdown run, occurred with 26 seconds left before halftime. They went for two. Actually, 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. They went for two. It was 14-0. Amano Arrington, a 43-yard touchdown run at the 8:19 mark of the second quarter. Run failed, 20-0. And then the fourth touchdown of the game for Perry, coming from the backup running back Jamon Steele, a 7-yard touchdown run. Gilmore's extra point made it 27-0. And then our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game, the 63-yard touchdown pass, Arrington to Cutler.
For their own 37-yard line, Arrington takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, has time, looks deep middle, far side. It's Cutler on the run inside the 10, inside the 5, and they're going to score from 63 yards out. Arrington to Cutler. Wow.
And a lot of big plays, Tone, on that Perry side tonight.
A lot of big plays, Brian. A lot of them in the first half, but as we said, might have been a little bit uglier. I hate to say that, but a lot of penalties for Perry in that first half and really stopped some drives, forced them to kick a punt or two, but they just too much speed right now for the Uniontown team. And as we said, I was just talking to a couple of coaches here after the game. Uniontown showed a lot of promise, especially in the second half. Their offensive line did a great job, but just need to get something clicking in that first half so that they don't get so far behind.
And we're back with a final word from George C. Couples Stadium in just a moment. Again, your final score here in our postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer. Perry 34, Uniontown nothing.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
North Union Township Supervisor Curtis Matthews, along with his fellow supervisors, wish all of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck this year. Kurt Matthews knows that dedication and teamwork are what it takes to keep moving forward, and that is exactly what Kurt has done for over 17 years in North Union Township. Kurt Matthews knows that teamwork, experience, and dedication.
WMBS, how can I help you?
Hey, we dropped off.
All right, we dropped off.
Okay.